Yo, 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 welcome to Hard Pass. I am your host, Jacques Slade. Today on the show, we've got Yeezy Day drama, Panda Dunks drama, WWE drama, this week's hottest releases, and of course, this week's Hard Pass times two. All right, let's start the show with some hot takes. Looks like my 17-time world champion Minneapolis and Los Angeles Lakers had a take their kids to work day last week because LeBron James was putting up shots at the practice facility with sons Bronny and Bryce. Good dad, that LeBron, showing his sons a promising career path. But yo, did anybody else notice that Bronny was wearing Kobe's and Bryce was wearing GT cuts? Yo, Marcus Jordan would never. Natalia Bryant would never. Kevin Durant's burner accounts would never. Oh, wait. Actually, they absolutely would wear J's or even Vans. Like, how will this affect LeBron's legacy? The world needs to know. DeMar DeRozan will continue to be the face and feet of Kobe Protros as he re-upped with Nike for 4 more years. Somewhere, Nick Young is wondering, yeah, that should have been me. And also, maybe asking Kobe to sign those crazy ones was a bad idea. Swaggy P really is the Dolph Ziggler of sneaker culture, isn't he? Sacramento Kings guard De'Aaron Fox had some things to say about the rivalry between Adidas Yeezys and Nike Yeezys.
These are definitely the most valuable shoes I think I own. Like when he went to Adidas, I remember when he was like having the Yeezy sales, how quickly they were selling out, things like that. And I'm like, yo, y'all can have those Yeezys, but this is real Yeezy. Real Yeezy.
Ah, yes, the Nike guy prefers the Nike Yeezys. That was a shocker, man. Did not see that one coming. It would be like asking Anthony Edwards if he likes Adidas Yeezys better than actually somebody should ask Anthony Edwards, because I feel like he might be the one Adidas guy who wouldn't give a and say Nikes. Jimmy Butler has a new signature shoe with Li Ning, and he has new hair extensions. Way to bury your own sneaker, Jim. Look, we don't kink shame or yuck anybody's yum here at Hard Pass, but he could have at least given us a warning haircut before going the full Eddie Gordo. Like, Butler was teammates with Carlos Boozer when this happened. You'd think he'd know better. Congrats to Tony Finau on his back-to-back wins on the PGA Tour. And to show just how hip they are, they posted a clip of Finau doing the Dougie. Well, I mean, they tried, I guess. At least stay within the 10-year window and show Finau doing the shmoney dance. But if this somehow retroactively pissed off Colin Cowherd, I'll allow it. Greg Norman revealed that Live Golf offered Tiger Woods $700 to $800 million to join the Upstart League. Tiger famously declined because he's already a billionaire, and to him, $800 million isn't worth the bridges he would burn if he took that money. But that shouldn't stop our guy from going full petty and trolling frenemy Phil Mickelson, who only got $200 million from Live. Nothing big, just maybe a whoops tweet again would be nice, Tiger. Before we move on to the next segment, I just want to share my condolences to the friends and family of the late Vin Scully, who passed away this week. It's been a rough week for LA and Boston as we both lost titans in Scully and Bill Russell. While I won't profess to be the biggest baseball fan out there, everybody knew it was summer in LA when you heard the dulcet tones of Vin Scully call a ball game in the middle of the afternoon. For decades, we welcomed Scully, Chick Hearn, and Bob Miller into our homes as the voices of the Dodgers, Lakers, and Kings. We were spoiled. We knew it, and we loved it. Now, let's protect Bob at all costs, people. I just found out he's on Cameo, and damn it, he should get all the flowers and money now. Let's talk pro wrestling, which is undergoing its most monumental shakeup since the formation of All Elite Wrestling back in 2019. Vince McMahon, the founder, the owner, and creative force behind the WWE, has stepped down. Well, I probably shouldn't say stepped down. That's like saying Trump was surprised by January 6th, aka the consequences of his action. Forced out is probably the more appropriate language because, like 45, there was no chance in hell that guy was ever going to leave peacefully and willingly. The company line is that McMahon has decided to retire at the age of 77. The real story is that he's leaving amidst reports of hush money payments he made to women who worked for WWE that he had affairs with, or accused him of sexual misconduct and the reemergence of a rape allegation by a former referee in the 80s. How those things will play out over the next several months and maybe years could go so many different ways, including selling the family business to a big name streamer that could use live content like Disney or NBC Universal or maybe even Amazon. At the same time, McMahon possibly getting a real comeuppance and not just a storyline one will hopefully give some measure of closure to the women that are actually involved. As for where the WWE is headed, well, all signs so far are pointing to a brighter future pending sale or not. With Vince stepping down, his daughter Stephanie takes on the title of co-CEO with WWE president Nick Khan, while Stephanie's husband, former wrestler Triple H, has assumed the role of head of creative. Despite stepping down from his executive position last year due to a heart condition, Triple H is back with a clean bill of health to fulfill the destiny internet wrestling fans long joked he wanted all along. You see, back in the 90s and 2000s, Triple H was a top-tier WWE superstar, but he also had the reputation for being a backstage politician who halted wrestlers who he saw as threats to his spot. CM Punk, Booker T, goodness, Rob Van Dam, Man, the cough is strong in this segment for some reason. On screen, Triple H's signature weapon was the sledgehammer, but off screen, maybe it was a shovel. Who knows? The image has softened through the years as he stepped away from the ring and became the head of their development league, NXT. For the newer generation of WWE stars, Triple H wasn't a threat. He was their papa. Now he's getting a chance to show what he can do with complete creative control of the big show, and so far, it's been getting a lot of rave reviews. The Monday Night Raws and Friday Night SmackDowns he's helmed have been praised for being more organic and loose, and last Saturday's premium live event, SummerSlam, had great matches, surprises that Vince would have never approved of, and a main event that saw Brock Lesnar use a tractor to lift the ring and comically roll Roman Reigns out of it. Look, I know that was supposed to be a holy shit moment, but that roll came off as more funny than anything else. And then this past Monday, Papa H had one of his star pupils on NXT who was clearly not a Vince guy win not one, but 2 matches. Not only that, the hottest rumor right now is that Sasha Banks and Naomi, 2 stars who were viciously dunked on for weeks on TV after walking out over creative differences, could be headed back to the company. It's like the dream the diehard fans always wanted has come true. For us here at Hard Pass, we just hope that this isn't just a honeymoon phase and that WWE continues to step their game up and that this forces AEW to shake the malaise they've kind of been going through lately, as evidenced by their making Chris Jericho a title contender again. It's a new day. Yes, it is. Oh, and give us Kofi Mania 2, Triple H, or at least have him beat up Brock with a giant unicorn or something. You know, give us some fun. All right. This is the Heat Check, where we bring you everything that's dropping this week. We have the Union Nike Cortez Lemon Frost on the 10th for 130, the Union Nike Cortez Light Smoke on the 10th for 130, the Nike Air Max Penny 1 Orlando on the 11th for 170. We have the Air Force One Little Acra on the 12th for 140, the Air Jordan 7 Citrus on the 13th for 200, the awesome Adidas Experiment 1 on the 13th for 110, and the awesome Adidas Experiment 2 on August 13th for 110 as well. And then the pick of the week is the women's Air Jordan 4 Canyon Purple on the 11th for 200. The so-called consolation prize for all of us that weren't cool enough to score a pair of the Friends and Family Purple Cactus Jack 4s is here. And I have to ask, who are you fooling with these? Like, it's a cool colorway and should stand on its own merit, but you don't really think anybody is going to believe you're on the Travis Scott Friends and Family list wearing these, do you? It's a different shade of purple, different materials, different color blocking, different everything. Honestly, these could have been the Cactus Jack 4s. So if you're going to pick these up, don't buy a StockX tag on Etsy and fake it like you've made it. These 4s are good enough with or without Travis. All right. And now for a follow-up heat check to Yeezy Day. Depending on who you talk to, it was either a fruitful day where people were able to pick up multiple sneakers and slides, or an absolute disaster because of bots and the revelation that Kanye West had nothing to do with the now established sneaker holiday. In other words, it's just another day in sneaker culture. During the fervor of Yeezy Day, Ye sent a direct message to what appears to be a handful of Instagram accounts, including Chase C's Ghost and Complex Sneakers. By the way, shouts to all of the other sneaker IG accounts out there who didn't credit Chase or Complex and had me thinking Ye copy and pasted and sent this message out to everybody except me. Had me doubting myself for a second, like, what the hell, Ye? I thought we were good. I mean, look, sure, we've never actually met, but that's not the point. I couldn't get that DM too. I wrote a whole segment on this show defending Jesus as king. What more can I say? What more can I do? I gave this all... No, wait. Sorry. That's Hove. My bad. Anyways, it's kind of a big deal when the person who is the basis for Yeezy Day didn't actually have a role in Yeezy Day. Like, we know Nike kinda sorta made up Air Max Day and that Mama Day was originally based on the late Kobe Bryant's final game. Besides, Yeezy Day has been going on since 2019. Why is Ye mad now? Well, it's a continuation of his ongoing beef with the Three Stripes. In that same DM, Ye talks about how Adidas allegedly slowed down the production of the casual shoes he and Balenciaga's Dinma Gavasalia designed for Gap, dropped retros of older Yeezys, and released new colorways without his approval, and shut down his request to create more slides. And he also reiterated his grievance that the Adidas Adilet 22 is a ripoff of his design. Basically, Yeezy Day was okay with Yeezy until he wasn't okay with it anymore. And this has left his millions of fans in a bit of a pickle wrapped in a conundrum within an enigma. If you're a fan of Ye and support Ye, do you turn your back on Adidas? Do you denounce Yeezy Day? Do you sell off your Adidas Yeezy because in Ye's eyes, probably, they are now tainted with the stink of unabashed, unbridled, and unchecked capitalism? What about all those times you defended trash colorways or claimed that foam runners were genius works of art? Are they pieces of now? Really interested to see what the reaction will be to Adidas now that Ye has escalated the beef. Like, forget Kyrie and Nike, or even Ye and Nike once upon a time. The end result of this could be the biggest shakeup in sneaker history since Kobe bought out his contract with Adidas and signed with Nike. As it stands, Ye is signed with Adidas until 2026. If no one is able to reach out to Ye, Wex, and make things right by his lofty and possibly unreasonable standards, does anybody think he'll sit back and collect royalties for the next 4 years? Nah. he'll burn this mother bleeper down. Fair or not, he will expose every deal, every slight, every conversation to paint himself as the good guy, and Adidas will be seen as the villain in this story. If this drama ratchets up, I wouldn't be surprised if Adidas just cut their losses and just Beyonce'd Ye like Beyonce'd Khalees. They end up paying him a hefty sum to walk and not talk on the way out. Of course, that won't stop Ye from talking, but at least he'll be doing it as someone else's problem. Question is, whose problem? Puma? Under Armour? A Chinese brand like Li Ning or Anta? A return to Nike? I guess it's all up in the air, man. I guess this wasn't just another day in the sneaker culture. Anyway, all right. It's time for this week's Hard Pass. We take a look at something in the culture that just needs to go, like buying an Oculus Quest 2 after the price went up $100. So Facebook announced that they were raising the prices of their Oculus Quest 2 VR headsets by $100, citing supply chain issues and the increased cost of investing in the metaverse. This is not a temporary increase of $10 to make up for increased shipping costs and gas prices. This is a full $100 or 14.28 times the $7 that Rock had when, nope, not gonna do this, co-writer, not today. So yeah, Mark Zuckerberg must think we are sheep who would just take this lying down. I mean, I'd understand his reasoning more if he just admitted the real reason for the price increase is because he's removing the Facebook requirement that allowed him to eat the cost. Now that he can't tie our Facebook accounts to our gaming and viewing habits, oh wait, so that's why I got an ad for, damn, really should not have looked at that video. Anyway, because the Zuckster can't sell our Quest 2 data anymore, he's going to make us pay for it. Like, if it was an either-or proposition where people can pay $100 more for a Quest 2 with zero Facebook integration or take the subsidized version, I could see myself actually applauding the decision for its transparency. But because Zuck is gonna Zuck, his idea of goodwill is bundling a game that most people were going to buy anyway with that price increase. So in summary, don't buy an Oculus Quest 2. Wait for the next model that is rumored to launch later this year, or buy an alternative and likely higher quality VR headset. Sony has already been asked by investors if they plan on raising the prices of their PS5 in light of this news, so you know this is already having an effect on the broader market. I know this is like asking the kids to not pay resale for Zebra Yeezys or Panda Dunks, but we cannot allow these companies to charge more for old tech. And speaking of Panda Dunks, this week's other hard pass goes to the sudden escalation in the discourse about the popular sneaker and colorway. It's yet another old sneakerhead versus young hypebeast argument, with the veterans of the game declaring the death of the culture because kids are rocking the most hyped basic sneaker and color scheme ever made. Yes, even more basic than all-white Air Force Ones. Think about it. At least the all-white and all-black Air Forces are statement makers. All-white Air Force Ones? I'm over the age of 35 and would like to be taken seriously as an OG. All-black Air Force Ones? I'm a tried member of the not giving a fucking around crew. Dirty white Air Force Ones, walking around Soho hoping to get a high snowbody feature, is my love language. Look, if you wear Panda Dunks, it's a sign that you've kind of given up on trying, except you haven't because there's a 50-50 chance you actually paid resale for them. It's the sneaker equivalent of the anti-social social club hoodie, the crown jewel of the meticulously put together outfit to look cool but scream I wasn't trying to look cool. Their basicness is their superpower. Zebra Yeezy 350s held the basic sneaker championship belt for a long time before handing it off to the Panda Dunks. It wasn't that big of a deal, so for the kids, they're wondering why the hell the sneaker boomers are mad now. Back then, the old heads were more bemoaning the multicolor era when everything was loud and shiny, yearning for the return of classic styles and versatile colorways like the Panda Dunks. But now that the pandas are huge, it's a bad thing, apparently. And Nike is adding fuel to the fire with all sorts of panda variants. So not only do we have the Panda Dunks proper, we have not one, but two reverse pandas, which, side note, are not true reverse pandas because neither are flipped versions of the panda. Panda 2.0s, Paisley pandas, Disrupt pandas, and apparently pink pandas, which I don't even understand why they're being lumped into this group. Shouldn't those be Blink Dunks? Get it? Black and pink, kind of like bread is black and... Never mind. The point is, nobody wins when we get heated over something as basic as black and white dunks. It's a phase. It'll come and it'll go. Now, if you want to get into discussion about how sad it is that all of these sneaker reseller stores that are popping up at the malls have nothing to offer but Panda Dunks, then we'll have a discussion. But getting heated over pandas? Nah. Let that go, man. And that's going to do it for the show. Thank you guys for watching Hard Pass. I am Jacques Slade. I'll see you next week. If you would like to possibly be featured in a future episode, call us at 818-493-9325. Leave a short message of your Hard Pass, your social media if you want, no more than 30 seconds, and that'll be it. All right. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.